guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we are fighting a Botania boss. And don't mind the halo, don't mind that. We'll get into that in the video. So I hope you guys are ready. As you can see, I've been hard at work. Let's just take a look back here after I take this off, because that's going to be annoying. So these are completely full again, giving us the ability. I probably should go ahead and make some more Terra still, but we don't really need a lot of Terra still for today. Really what we need is just time. So it took a lot of time for me to clear this out. Even with the mining gadget, it still took quite a bit of time. Now, right here on this limestone block, this block, which is actually not green, just looks green. That actually makes more sense if it was limestone. But anyways, right here is going to be a beacon. The top part of the beacon, which means the bottom, I'm actually going to set up a full scale beacon, and I hope to be able to get us some kind of resistance or regeneration. I think we can get regeneration from here, which is really nice. So this right here is going to be what we need to do. Let's go ahead and take a look at our Botania guide, and we need to get into this. So the Ritual of the Gaia is going to require Gaia pylons, which is not too hard to make. We just need some pixie dust, which we get by throwing that into the Elven portal. And you can see right here, if we visualize this, let me go ahead and break this block. This is where we're going to visualize it. Right here. So it is locked in. Now, what I really want to do is I want to take this down one block. So this is actually going to go down inside this block, and then these are going to drop down as well. But as you can see, this is just the top part of the beacon that's required. You don't actually need the other parts. So I'm going to take this even further and actually build a functioning beacon. However, like I said, you don't actually need it to even be functioning. I just want it to be functioning so that way I can get some of the nice effects from it. I think that's going to help us out in the long run since we have a lot of iron. Making these are pretty simple, and you can see we have a bar that's telling us, you know, I can unvisualize it, but still, it just kind of gives me a reference. Now, I think this will work. I think it needed a 12 by 12, so what I've done is I've measured 12 blocks out, made sure and went 12 blocks this way, went 12 blocks this way, and I think you need at least 7 blocks high of clearance. Now, you see all the torches, right? I'm actually going to replace these torches with lanterns, with like lamps. So, and because quark's in here, you don't have to actually use redstone on them. So I just want to kind of fill this room with some of those to make it look a little bit nicer, which will be really nice. It'll look like these. And then we can get started on the preparations that are going to be required for taking on the Gaia Guardian. Yeah. That's going to be fun as well. So yeah, all of this is looking a lot better. Now, underneath this is an entirely functioning beacon. And you can see we can actually get ourselves some regeneration. And I also probably want to throw in some resistance. That would probably be really nice. So that way we have this nice combo of like protection. And having resistance and also regeneration is fantastic. Now I need to put the Gaia pylons on. And once these are on, this is a ready to go summoning portal. This should work. This should be ready to go. Now I can't test it just yet, and I did sort of do some tests. I basically need to be from the middle here, I guess. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 out in all directions, which should be fine. That should meet up. Actually, that should line up right here in this corner, and then we go all the way around. This might be a problem, so just a couple pieces of dirt that we got to remove. I think this actually goes out a little bit further. Oh yeah, so no, that was actually fine. This just opens up more, and then right here, basically going all the way around, and right here going all the way around. This is the 12 blocks. And then I think we're good. Actually, no, it was the 12 blocks around here. Okay. So yeah, this should work. Hopefully I did the calculations right. I think it's 12 blocks in both directions away. So about 24 blocks in both directions that we need kind of a radius for this. Now, I hope the ceiling is okay. I just don't know yet. I think I fought this boss underground once before. I definitely have in stone block. So that is going to be a thing. This is going to be the battle arena. Yep, for the Botania boss. Wow, that looks so cool from like looking over here. looking at that. That is going to be fantastic. So I have a very specific type of flower that I actually want to make here. And this is going to require a nice combination of things. And yeah, once we craft this, bam, we have ourselves a really useful flower. This thing is actually going to protect us from mobs. It's going to create a bubble for us. Ooh, hopefully these mobs aren't like too frequent, because these will not be good. I do want to get rid of you. Quit. Ow. All right, so with this thing gone, anyways, man, the mystical world stuff is just, I don't know. I don't know what to think about the mystical world stuff. Just those things are kind of weird. But anyways, with this flower planted, what we can do is actually have, let's see, usually this fight, I'll want to stand like right here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or so blocks. I think if you go 7, you're out of bounds. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So maybe I'll put the flower like right here. And I think it doesn't have to be floating or anything. I just want to have it like right there. And then what I can do is I can put a mana pool like in the ground right here. And I know we might accidentally step into it, which is not going to be good. But I'm also going to be running around. This is only for just one thing. And then I can go ahead and take out my ring here. And I can give this pool a little bit of mana. And then this should activate. Let me actually go ahead and replace it now that we have the mana pool there. You can see now it's connected. And it doesn't drain much mana. It really doesn't drain much at all. So what we can do is we can leave this up. And then when this goes into its spawning mobs phase, it's going to drop the mobs right here or wherever it's standing. And the mobs are actually going to be kind of pushed away. They can't enter into a bubble that this kind of creates. So it's actually really, really useful flower. Now, the other thing I can think to do would be to make a flower that gives me regeneration. But since we already have regeneration 1, I think we might be fine. Regeneration 2 would be nice. But with this armor, as long as I go and get it enchanted, we might be okay. So I started messing around with the enchanting table and kind of combining some different things that have different aspects, because I don't want so much of this, but the Arcana is actually really nice because it grants rarer enchants. Like we have a higher chance of getting rare ones. And if you put glowstone around it, actually that really increases that chance a lot. You can see right here, it's like 62%. So this is thorns, and we got indestructible. Wow. Unbreaking 3 and blast protection and thorns. We didn't have protection on it. Chilling rebuke, occult aversion, and rebounding. I don't remember if rebounding is good or not. Unbreaking. Okay, so fire protection. So really, we didn't get exactly what we want. We want protection. Like that's the big thing we want, but we didn't get that. And I don't think I have one that sells protection. No. I really should have just focused on getting more of those guys. But yeah, still, this is nice. And of course, I can always like rip the enchants off. Like I'm still at 63 levels. Like I'm not like, I think I want to get rid of the indestructible because technically this armor is indestructible. Like you got to think of it that way as well. Like I would love, like blast protection's okay. But getting anything else, magic protection's really good as well. I'll take magic protection, but I'm not a fan of the blast protection. I want something better. Vitality might actually be really good. I don't know. I need to look up that enchant. So let's just say vitality is really nice. It increases the health that I have. Yeah, that's actually pretty nice. I will take that. Now, as far as everything else goes, flaming rebuke, like that just sets the person on fire, and the magic protection is pretty good. I don't have anything nice on anything else. Occult aversion is... what does it say? Magic damage dealt to the user is reduced, which would be really nice because I think magic damage is what Botania uses. And then fire protection is kind of nice. And we have air affinity. So all of this is pretty decent for what it is. It is pretty decent. And this, of course, has smite and sweeping edge and hell infusion, which does more damage technically than nether, which isn't going to help us any. And then I also have this epic pwn sword that we're going to try and use on it as well. I don't know how well this will work, but we're going to try. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Us die? I mean, and lose 50 levels? Like, come on. Actually, I'm going to get rid of the levels by enchanting books. So the funny thing is, while I was enchanting books, I actually get the perfect book for our armor piece. And this only works for a chest piece. And we ended up getting protection and vitality 3 on here, which really buffs this thing. And giving us vitality. Wow. And protection. So we do have a piece of protection, which is really nice. But we also have resistance and some other buffs. I'm just trying to protect myself as much as possible from this boss, because this boss can be really rough. Like, really rough. So we definitely need to be careful. Now, all of this other stuff that I enchanted, I do have like 7 levels left, which is nothing. I am going to definitely keep 1 Terra still in my inventory. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of everything else. I don't really need it right now. I will keep my crafting table, and I will keep this. This will let me hit the boss at the long range. Everything else can kind of go. We don't really need it. We don't even need torches. So this should be good enough, I think. This is our ranged weapon. This is our standard, like, large damage weapon. And everything else should be fine. I hope. This boss should be contained right in here. So I have some rabbit stew on me that I bought from some villagers, which is really nice. Let's see if this works. If this does work, get ready for some music. Oh, it is. Here we go. Get ready. I'm ready. Are you ready? I don't have any buckets of milk. Milk? Oh, no. Oh, no. I forgot about milk. I'm going to need milk potentially. We need to stay out of these zones. Basically running up and hitting them while staying out of these zones. The regeneration will definitely help. And then we also want to kill these things. Like, it's kind of been the way I used to fight this guy, which I guess is myself, technically. Right? Technically, the boss is me. Wow, we are putting some damage down on him. Look at that. Oh, yeah, I think we got this. 100%. We got this. Oh, boom. We got the Sojourner's Sash, which is really helpful. All right, he should be going into the second phase soon. Soon. That's the word, right? Soon. Ow, we got hit with that. That's not good. All right, there we go. Second phase. We need to stay away from this. Also knocking these pixies out. All right, watch what happens. They should be... They should... Oh, our flower got broken. No. I didn't mean... Oh, man. Our flower was broken. All right, well, this sword, good thing it, like, basically one-shots just about anything. The witches are what I am scared of. Look at us not taking any damage. Hog. Boy, the epic music is just like, get down to that music, man. Get wrecked, guys. Oh, he's back down. He's back down. Oh, man. He's putting down a lot more purple. Get it. All right. Boom. Come on. Oh, no. No, you don't. No, you don't. Not at the end. No, you don't. Woo! We got so much going on. Woo, let's get our health back. I feel much better now. Oh, and he's dead. Get out of here, skeletons. Man, they are awful. Those are my pixies, and those are his. All right, let's see what we got from that, because we should have gotten some nice loot. Look at that. We got a head. We got a wither skeleton skull head. All right, so we got some Gaia spirits, and we also got a shader grab bag, which will be kind of nice. But there is that flower that got broken. No, why did it get broken? That would have saved us so much time. Now, that was the tier 1 boss. There is another boss we can fight that is going to be a little bit harder, but I think we can do it. I think even with what we have right now, we can do this. Let's actually go ahead and fight this boss. Let's try the next tier up boss. So, what we need is a piece of Terra steel, Surround that with Gaia spirits. Boom. We get ourselves another one. And we're ready to rock and roll. Let's do this. Boom. Oh, yeah. All right. So this one's a little bit harder. We're going to have a bit more knockback going on. All right. Let's just make sure we just... Oh, he broke it. See? He goes for the flowers. So we need floating ones. Okay. So, yeah. You see they shoot stuff at you? I think maybe projectile protection would be better. Boy, oh boy. He is a pain in this mode. Oh yeah, we're gonna die probably. 100% we're gonna die. I don't think we can keep up with all of the damage we're taking. Nope. So, I love how the music just cuts right off real quick. Technically, I think it's still going. No, we're going the wrong way. Yeah, so that right there. Basically, we need to be a little bit more protected. I think that will end the battle there, but we did lose a piece of Terra still, unfortunately, but that's okay. So I don't think he can break them if they are floating, and I think we need a little bit more. We need a little bit more protection, I would say. If that's what I don't know. We probably need to bump up our regeneration to 2 for this guy. And then I think we would be a lot better off. Probably. I say probably. But that's kind of what I'm thinking. So since we know we're not going to be able to fight this guy today, we are going to come back eventually and hopefully with some Terra Steel armor, as Terra Steel armor is a bit better. And the enchantability is a bit better on it as well. We might actually go the book route for enchanting it as well. That's a lot of as wells. But anyways... We can now utilize this to make ourselves a Flugel tiara. Yes, a Flugel tiara. What is that, you might ask? Well, let's just say it's a bit better than having ourselves wings. I think this might... Does this go in any of these slots? It goes here. So this right here basically gives me wings. And... I have an elytron, so I don't see the wings, and I think the Flugel by itself doesn't show wings. But if you hold shift, you see we can now creatively fly. Yeah. Pretty fast, too. If you hit control, you can see it flings you. You do have a limited flight duration before you have to recharge, and it also uses some stuff, as you can see down below. Now, there's a lot of references to a lot of different animes in the different wing styles. So keep that in mind. If we take a look at the beautiful Flugel, I really love this item. If you can't tell, there's all kinds of different quartz that we can put on this, and they all do different things. And they change the type of tiara that it is. You can see one winged angel. This is the Mega Ultra Chicken. We have the actual Flugel, which is my personal favorite. The Icy, the Lord of the Pit. All of these have different references, so I recommend checking them out. They are hilarious. I wonder what they look like with... I'm just going to do the Flugel with regular quartz. And I want to see what that looks like with this gear on. Might look kind of funny. So now we have wings that are really messed up. Right? They are technically under our elytra. Take the elytra off, you can see them a little bit better. I don't quite know what's going on with them. I think there's definitely a visual bug with potentially where they're located. I don't know why they're going here. Let me try. I think it... Can it only go in that slot? What does it say? It's a head slot. So it has to go in this head slot, but that head slot's making it do some weird stuff. Like, that's normally not what the wings look like, but okay, you know, I'll go with it. All right, but we get this halo on her head, and I really love this. That is the Flugel at its finest, which is also another reference to another anime. Of course, you guys can dive into all that down in the comments below, and of course, let everyone know what all the references are from. So to get myself a floating flower that is actually functional, so it doesn't get broken. Yeah, I actually need to place it under the ground because anything that's in its way, it'll break. We can turn them into pasture seeds, and then these pasture seeds can be used with the flower. However, we do need to make it a glimmering version requiring some glowstone, but that's not too difficult. We can also use these pasture seeds to make different types of ground, which is cool. And as you can see, here's the different floating flowers. You can see right there. Just got to turn them into a glimmering. And of course, there's different pasture seeds which do generate different grass types. So also keep that in your head, because that is a huge part of Botania. And I think I want to change this whole area in here to some different color pasture seeds. For example, this right here is a vivid pasture seed. And you can see it goes in and bam, starts this huge spread of this grass. And all it required was a piece of cactus. And it just completely spreads all over the place. So if you have a few of them, and all you got to do is shear up some grass to make the pasture seeds, you can have this whole area covered in all kinds of different types. So you just have to make any base style flower and then add the corresponding flower that you want to it, and that will get you the floating variant of that flower. Now, this isn't going to help us right now, but it can help us later. And if I place it down here, you can see it still works, and we can actually walk over it. So this is something that I definitely want to do, and I think what I'm going to end up doing is placing a couple of maybe I'm just gonna probably make regen 2 potions, and we can try this fight again. Maybe we'll have a chance. I still think we're taking way too much damage, and what's going to end up happening even with the regen is we're just gonna be knocked back all over the place. So maybe there's something we can do to prevent knockback. So I'm gonna have to fight the main boss once again, so I have enough to fight the next tier boss, but that's not gonna take me very long. I'm gonna go ahead and get that done. I'm not even going to use any of these potions I just made. I went ahead and made Resilience 2. You get 3 of them, and also Resistance 2. Now, Resilience is made from crab shells. Yes, crab shells, which is from Quark. And we also have the Shader Grab Bag. Let's go ahead and open that and see what we get. Ooh, the N7. Ooh, my wife would love that. The N7, which, if you guys don't know what that reference is to, then I have no idea what. Really? If you don't know it, well, my wife would be disappointed because it's Mass Effect. But anyways, let me go ahead and fight this boss, and then we're going to go after the next tier boss. And man, this should be much better now that we have a working flower. So right off the bat, I know this is going to be pretty rough. So let's go ahead and take the potions. Oh boy. Go ahead and replace these. Slap this on. Get it started. Replace our potions. Oh boy. Make sure we're full. And then wish me luck. Wish me luck. We just got to get a bunch of good hits. Bunch of good hits. All right. I don't think this is working. All right. Apples. 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 I just ate all of them. It didn't matter. Oh, no. Yeah, this is happening way too fast. We're going to die. 100%. 100%. Regeneration can't keep up. Even regen 2. And the reason is, I think it's just because of our armor. It's just more of the lack there of our armor. But yeah, anyways, that right there just shows we need some more prep to do, and that includes Terra Steel work. We definitely want to bump ourselves up into Terra Steel level armor. Yeah, this boss is also going to require some other things besides even that. We actually need some more flowers, and there's going to be a little bit of explanation to that whenever we go to do it. But basically, these flowers, we need some regeneration flowers and some other things like that to help us. Man, I wish there was a good way in this pack, though, to prevent the withering effect. That would be way better, though. Now, another useful item we could use later on is going to be this one. This is from Botania as well, and it gives us 1 knockback resistance, which would mean we don't really need these potions so much, which is kind of nice. And this would actually take over our Sojourner's Sash instead, and basically giving us a nice little resistance boost, or I guess it would be not really resistance, but knockback resistance. So again, I want to give a huge shout out to one of my patrons. As always, think this would be a good spot. And I want to say a huge thanks to Creasel. I think I'm saying that properly, I hope. Anyways, I want to say a huge thank you. And of course, I love to place it like where we kind of did our thing. And I want to thank all the Patreons. Thank you so much, by the way, for all the tremendous support over definitely since I've been a creator so far. You guys have been tremendously supportive. And my family, I really need to like get a little audio clip of my kids saying like thank you as well, because it definitely does go a long way. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. We got ourselves Light, which is honestly way better than fighting the next boss, but we are going to fight that boss eventually. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also give it a huge thumbs up. This video, let's see how many likes we can get. How about let's see if we can get this video over 1,000 likes. That should be easy for you guys, right? 1,000 likes. That should be easy. I've seen you do it before. So guys, hope to see you in the next episode. And as always, thanks for watching.